The critical thing is that when I was going in the early stage of my career, I had a generation of females before me who broke the glass ceiling, who actually were the first pioneers of female leaders, and they paved a way for me. And I'm incredibly thankful, because in some ways, myself and my peers, other female leaders, we got a lot of recognition for the work we were doing. They didn't. They were not, and I think about my own mother, was an incredible businesswoman, but didn't get the recognition because she was such an anomaly at the time. And I think now we have a generation who are coming through that do bring a really important perspective about where things are going, but the confidence to step up into organisations or step forward will still be challenged, because there is still a ceiling of hierarchy, and that we often talk about having young people represented at the board table or in the executive, but in reality that doesn't happen. People might bring them in as a guest. They might have a small collective of young people on a strategic day to plan around something around the future. And so for me, the messaging to Gen Z would be that, to say, be bold in that conviction of change, that actually if you approach in a way where it's relatable and saying, I'm here to help, I'm not coming in to steal your job, I'm coming in to give my perspective, but keep working at that, because I think that it is hard. I mean, imposter syndrome is a very real feeling. It doesn't matter who you are. There are moments where you feel like you don't have the authority to actually lend your voice to the conversation. And I would say that this generation will suffer a little bit from that, because we haven't had a generation before of very young leaders. This is a new, we've always looked to an older generation to make those big decisions. And so I would just say to them, be strong in that conviction to step in and wherever you can, take on every leadership opportunity you have to be heard, and find those open doors for people who will support you in that endeavour to keep going. And if you hit a closed door, people who are not open to that, go around the door. Don't use your energy fighting systems or people or organisations who are not listening. Go around and do it your way.